Hello, everybody, and welcome to the unpopular Bhoot opinion. Hello, this is going to be fun. Welcome, everybody to, well, unpopular opinions. Do you like my new look? I think I look very pretty. Chat, please let me know. क्या मैं सुंदर लग रही हूँ? No? Okay. ठीक है chat, ठीक है. I can see. Anyways, well, we figured out everything. Welcome to the Unpopular Opinions Ghost Edition. This is going to be a lot of fun. We've got the lovely Ghost Stories gang. Before I call them on screen, I have a few quick announcements to make. Announcement number 1. Welcome everybody who is Hararmi, I hope I've got that right, because I always read that the chat has gone wild. So hello Hararmi, welcome to the stream. To everybody who is watching, few quick rules. Rule number 1 is that I will read your chat and I will read your super chat, but during the conversation we will be talking. I will pause and I will read it, so don't be upset, be like Sahil chat nahi pad raha hai. Don't worry, I will read it. That's number 1. Number 2, what is there? Yes, so that is number 1. Number 2 is that if you like any joke, any person or anything, you have to say JMDLR. We don't say OP over here. We say Jai Mata Di, let's rock. That's JMDLR. So I want you guys in the chat, if you're ready for the stream, please JMDLR spam karo or we will start. And last but not the least, I will ask you for likes and I will beg you to press the like button. More importantly, if you're new to the channel, I will ask you to subscribe. Unpopular Opinions is a show that happens thrice every month, including a public one with you guys. That's right. So please press subscribe and just support this channel. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to spam JMDLR and smash the like button. मैं भीख मांगूंगा and I don't care. I have no shame. I don't care about it. I want you to smash the like button. And on that note, please give it up for the Ghost Stories gang. Give it up for Jose, Cyril, and Suresh. And that background.
I was mimicking Suresh only.
I saw that background yesterday on the stream and you have no idea how much I laughed, because it caught me off guard the first time Suresh played it, because I thought it was him dancing and I was like, that's damn cute. Then he pops in from the corner and I'm like, yeah, what?
Oh, it's not a filter. I mean, we mentioned this on our stream. That's his neighbor who comes on to dance during
and
this time.
Cyrus is also here.
Cyrus donning the
I was waiting for Cyrus. Look. He said he had some internet issues, but
the only person who changes clothes between yesterday's stream and today.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Cyrus, that's a very unnerving shirt.
I think you picked your wrong mic, Cyrus. I don't know.
I'm so impressed with myself. Yeah, what's going on? My laptop is not working, so I am using my phone.
Okay, on phone.
You can see. You can see
since you're on phone, this time I think you should come closer to the phone. The one time people like, please come come closer to the microphone. So come closer, Sahu. Actually,
Yeah, come closer, Cyrus. We like you closer.
Or as the chat says, come closer, Habubu.
Check out the new Dyson Light, bro. It's like a saver.
Nice. That's very cool.
that's your vacuum cleaner.
Oh,
That is pretty cool, though.
He called it
Wow.
a Dyson light. Very funny.
You
God.
guys are looking much smaller than usual.
Because your phone.
Hey, Cyrus, things that have never been said to me. I just want to say that.
oh, okay. I'm not
Who
going
says
to
you guys to you like that?
Sorry, Cyrus. Sorry.
All right, no, that's fine. Don't worry. Cyrus and Suresh, welcome to the stream. This is the first time you guys are coming on the Unpopular Opinion stream. Jose and Cyril have been there before. I'll quickly explain what's going to happen. I'm going to give you an opinion, and then we will talk about it, and then we'll move on to the next opinion. All these opinions are given to me by the public. None of these opinions are mine, so it's just feel free to blast it if you think it's stupid or dumb, or support it. Before we start, two other things. Number one, Priya Prakash has super chatted. Thank you so much. She has super chatted saying for all the Heera Log, love you all. So Heera's, there you go. And I have to say something, guys. I have been watching the ghost story streams. I got a chance to come yesterday, tell you guys my story. I told Cyrus also, it was a dumb story. It was a very dumb story, but it actually happened. We did lock a friend in the room because we thought he was possessed. But I have done something. I always change my name every time we do a stream. And I don't know if you guys can read my name. Can you please read my name?
Yes, we can. You
can.
are Balesh. We found out who Balesh is now. It's Sahil. Right.
Who is this Balesh dude? Who is? I was seeing all the videos and I'm like, this guy is really keen to come on the stream. Right?
Balesh told us one of the first really unnerving
Freakiest.
stories. That was the first time I think Cyrus said the words unnerving also. And so yeah, and then I'm not, we could be wrong also, but I suspect that he did come on after that, changing his voice and stuff. So a lot of crazy stuff happened, but he is a pioneer. He's there's a love-hate relationship and all between us.
And that story was creepy, bro. That story was just
Yeah. That was one of the scariest stories. There are other scary stories also. That is one of the
Very
top
Yeah.
3-5. Yeah.
But Suresh Menon has a map. It's like True Detective. If you go and press a button
Yeah.
behind
Yes,
it,
sir.
By geographical location.
I know the exact place that the incident that he described happened. That was outside. It's on Link Road, Goregaon Link Road, and that near that near just before Inorbit Mall, in one of those lanes behind.
So, walking map.
Hey, but it's quite. Gaadi mein baitho, so at least your windows are up. In a bike, anybody can just jump. For the ghost, it's easier also. They won't go off balance also. No, they jump
It takes a level of athleticism, but right? I mean, you can't just jump on a moving bike. It must be like
ghost ko farak nahi padta na.
Ghost ko there's no inertia for the ghost.
Interested in the physical fitness levels of the spirit.
Yeah, I need to know where they're getting. How are they becoming fitter when they become ghosts? Like
It's just running around now from house to house trying to scare people up. Chalo,
The
agle
ghost
ghar
is
mein
like,
kisi ko darana hai.
Suresh, I'm here to take your soul. And Suresh is like, do you do push-ups?
body bana diya tune?
Can't hear anybody.
Okay, so we're going to start. Before we start, Cyrus, can you hear us? Because everything clear?
That's the good answer. That answers your question. What a moment. That's really funny.
I think he froze. I think his frame froze. Oh, that was hilarious.
Did he freeze or does he sit like...
It's just not moving.
Or he's really good at posing because that's a great pose to freeze at.
Make them think it's a picture. Those trends.
Hey, let's praise him. Then we know he's a very good-looking boy. I must say.
Wow,
Hey,
I love his...
LONDO and London. Such a...
Yeah. Listen, Cyrus, call Brian Internet. He'll sort you out right now if you're having problems.
He's having a rough day too.
Okay, he's gone.
He'll come back.
He'll come back. Okay.
He'll come back.
Hey!
There he is.
I don't know. Sorry.
No, that's totally fine.
At some point, I'll log off this and get onto my laptop.
Oh.
Oh, it's like a magic trick. Also, Cyrus, I want to say that in the intro, I liked your stream at least 8 times. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, to everyone watching, please like. You unlike again, please. You have to become a like Bhikhari. I have accepted that lifestyle
there is no shame in saying
No
please
shame.
like this stream, because I tell you what, I used to think that arey nahi puchna chahiye, but this is not like real life where where other people should praise you before you praise yourself and all that stuff. Apparently they've done studies and all around this, that if you don't ask they don't like it. So people are just sitting there going, enjoy. So till you say, hey, don't like this stream, then they're like, oh, okay. And I found myself also doing that a couple of times. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, but
you have to.
So please like the stream, guys.
Yeah, please, very important. It's now scientifically proven also.
But in my case, I'm the only guy who's watching my own live stream, and I forgot to press like.
You were also going to people's houses and asking them to do this as well.
Time pass.
Okay, so we're going to start the stream. We're going to start the opinions. One last thing before I start. Happy birthday to all of y'all, because the chat is going wild, wishing all of y'all happy birthday. So happy birthday.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Happy and happy birthday also. Thank you guys for the wishes. We're going to start the first unpopular opinion, and this is going to be fun. This, I said how none of the opinions are personal. Well, this is a personal opinion. Ghost stories. Ghost stories are funny rather than scary. Do you guys?
I'm sorry. I agree with this one, because we were talking about this actually, me and Suresh, is that some stories of course are definitely scary, but then when you really sit and think about them, some of them are I find more funny than scary. Like ghost slapping someone and all. It's hysterical. Even though it's a serious thing and all, like someone's mom came back from the dead to sort of like save their son and all, but she slapped him.
Yeah, I think definitely funnier. In fact, there was a story on a podcast where it was really scary, but it started by saying my wife went to get something for us, and 45 minutes later we realized she's not back. 45 minutes they had forgotten about his wife.
About her for 45 minutes.
So I feel these small little like build-up stories are the funnier. It makes it like a lot more funnier than scary.
Yeah, that's the time when guys are basically having a good time, and they're not to, the wife should not hear and she's away, so they don't miss her, and suddenly suddenly they miss the chakna. That's the time they remember.
Yeah, that's how you told us the story.
Yeah. But I think it's also it's not always the story, it's also the nature of the person telling.
Yeah.
Remember this guy kept saying, like, it was a really scary story, like this, he was like, और वो लड़की बेड पे बैठी थी और उसकी सर मुंडी घूम रही थी और मेरी फट गई पूरी तरह फट गई.
Yeah. One guy was like, I went to my mom and I told her कि मेरी फट, and then he realized what he's saying. So he's like, I told her that I was scared.
That happens a lot, but some are really, really freaky, man.
No, I know there are freaky stories. Like the story I told you. Like, I'll tell you why I'm saying this. So I have a taxi driver who is saved on my phone number. Not phone number on my phone. I have his number saved as Ashok Ghost Taxi. Okay, and one day he's like, "Sir, आपको भूत से डर लगता है?" I'm like, "नहीं, तो ये सुनिए." And then he gave me a story, which is the dumbest story I've ever heard. Okay, I'm going to tell you this story, and this is literally what he said. Okay, there was this bunch of taxi drivers. They were driving taxis in like North India somewhere. And I know sounds very vague, but and then this one taxi driver saw a kid crying on the road. Okay, so he's like, "Oh no, kid is crying, kid is alone," and the kid was crying. So he picked up the kid out of nowhere. He picks up the kid. He puts the kid on his lap and he's driving. Now this is where it gets fun. Halfway through, the car suddenly brakes. So he's like, "What is happening?" So he presses the accelerator. The car starts again. Suddenly it brakes. Yeah, beautiful. Jose is the kid.
Oh.
Uncle, हम लोग किधर जा रहे हैं?
So it stops, and then finally when he sees down, he realizes that the kid's legs have stretched out and they are hitting the brake. And he's like, "What the fuck?" And he throws the kid out of the taxi, and then the kid comes to the window. Yeah, and he's like, "Acha hua bacha liya, warna tujhe maar deta." And I'm like, how is this supposed to be scary? This is so dumb and stupid.
I don't know. I think there's something wrong with me, because I found that kind of scary.
Yeah, I mean,
because can you imagine driving in the night and you're trying to help some kid? Next thing you know, his legs have grown long. He's pressing the brakes and all. I mean,
I'm disturbed about one thing. This cab driver trying to help, he takes a child and puts him on his lap. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe the kid was scared.
No,
or
no,
something.
Suresh, maybe the other seats were wet. No? Maybe the water had fallen on the seats at the end of it. So
Yeah, or maybe it's a one-seated taxi. I think
Yeah.
all the other, you see the construction wale taxis where everything is broken down. It's just one seat. Why are we going down that territory?
I love the
guys?
fact that the kid
Yeah.
was an NBA future superstar. You know? Like his legs are really long on that.
I think Sahil, that guy was trying to scare you.
Yeah, maybe.
Proudly. These
Or
are the-
ask you to sit on his lap. I don't know. He was not sure which one was going on.
He like, sir, ये theory को test करते आइए बैठ.
आपका
Oh
पैर
shit.
accelerator तक पहुंचे. Cyril, that's nice. Yeah.
Oh god! Like, see, I'm not even kidding. See, Ashok Taxi Ghost. This guy, I one day I'm going to just call him and get him on your stream to tell you the
Wow.
story. Because it is totally worth it.
That's
Have you-
hysterical.
Y'all have been doing this for like now 6 months. Have you all heard, like, I mean, apart from the stories that people tell you in general, also, have you heard a story that is so dumb that you're like, you know what, this is not scary. Like, it's
Yeah,
just pointless.
many.
That's 50% of our stream.
Yeah.
And many are not ghost stories at all. Just like
I think we should discuss. I was just talking to Cyrus. Somebody left us a paragraph note. Somebody's always sitting at home and they're upset and they're like, we're doing a silly stream, we're doing ghost stories, yeah. We're not there to discuss world issues and stuff like that. But anyway, and this is a throwback to, I remember somebody told us a story, which was just a story about somebody going through like mental health issues, or they were being treated badly. And I remember Cyrus saying also on that stream, he said, bro, that's more sad than, it's not even a ghost story. So it is. So somebody basically left us one very long comment saying, a lot of these stories of abuse and mental health issues are being passed off as ghost stories, which yes, I think is a good conversation to have, because I mean, as you know, mental health is not something that people even think about over here. But then I mean, should I start lecturing people on the stream? I don't know ki kya kare, but there are a lot. You're right, that does happen.
Because I've seen you guys joining the streams. There are times where someone is saying a story and I can see Jose like,
yeah, I'm like this.
You can make an entire 1 hour montage of just us reacting to stories. I mean, there was one story that started off in a haunted bungalow and reached dinosaurs somewhere. Yeah. I mean, that was an epic twist of a tale. And I was like,
And the
she
person
had
was-
me at dinosaurs.
One person went to the jungle, heard some sounds. They went on a trek, and they called us and told us that they heard sounds in the jungle. We're like, that's where the animals live. That's where the sounds come from.
my favorite is when people start losing interest in their own stories. Right? They're like, ठीक है मैं बाद में ठीक है मैं अच्छा
और फिर ना ये हो गया बस.
मैं अभी मैं ठीक हो गया. I want somebody to say that. They're narrating a ghost story and they say, now I'm feeling better. It was not a ghost. So fine. That would be sad.
so like during the stream, like I just want to know generally, has there ever been stories where you're like, you know what, this is scary, or has it always been funny? Because I find ghost stories to be hilarious. I don't find them scary at all. So I would like to know what
Same here.
is your
Like,
this thing.
you know me, I consume even serious content as comedy.
Yeah.
I get scared. I get like freaked out a little bit, man. From some of them, like that one about the wife, and then
Oh yeah, the guys like
these
some-
dolls under the bed.
Yeah.
Under the bed.
Yeah.
Parents, and there were
Oh,
pins
man.
in their heart. Fucking hell, bro.
But I'm yeah, go ahead.
Marries
Sir.
a girl.
Go ahead, Jose.
She's doing some voodoo on him. Some freaky shit.
Yeah. But I'm just
And
like
Jose
Sahil in that
was
sense.
awkward. You're always freaking out, bro.
No,
Yeah.
I see. I'm pretending to. No, I am freaking out.
So let me tell you, Sahil, if you want to gauge how
Yeah.
if it's scary or not, the first thing is you look at Cyrus. Now, if Cyrus is really far away, means he's gone. The story's out.
Yeah.
But if he's
He's
here,
moving away from the story.
if he's
as
making
much,
love
like,
to the
yo.
mic, then he's really into it. Jose compensates with like some amazing jokes in between. Like that
Shut
person's
up.
talked about someone's dead in the spirits world. He's like, तो वो क्या पहन रहा था? And then you know Jose is freaking out right now.
Hey, that's Suresh's line.
Yeah.
No, but
Suresh is a
I
deep enthusiast. He gets
I do
into-
get scared. I
Yeah.
do get scared. But you know what? I was talking to Suresh about the same thing last night. Is that look, for us, we're sitting in our homes. There's a computer. There's a mic here. There's a chat going up and down. There's other callers. We are screwing around. So it's not the same as sitting around a campfire alone. in some, in some crazy place. But some of the stories, are so, like, some of them have these really scary twists to them that even in this setting, they managed to freak us out a little bit. So that freaks me out more, thinking about what happens later when these guys have gone off the stream and you're sitting alone in your hall, and if the lights go off and all, that's when the thoughts come back, and that makes it scary, for me at least.
I get spooked. I get spooked after the ghost TV sessions in the night.
Male people.
Yeah. I'm not even kidding. Last time I had an experience which I was trying to tell Jose, but I didn't think he took it seriously. There's a popcorn which I was eating before the stream, okay? And then in between somewhere, just before we ended, I noticed it was on the floor. So I thought I'll put the dustbin later. So I put it on the table next to me, okay? So again, we are talking, and suddenly, out of the blue, that popcorn starts moving.
Holy shit.
Up and down, okay, like that. And I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at and then I shut out my AC that time. So I know there's no draft of wind coming in. The fan was on. Then I said, okay, maybe it must be the fan. Then I finished the stream. Then I'm talking to Jose after some time. I noticed that thing again moving here. So I said, you can't stop, stop.
May I,
please.
So I don't know if you heard, but ants, they can lift.
Oh, 1 second. There are no ants on my table. By the way. My house is ant-free as of now.
Huge amounts.
Body weight. I'll come to Suresh's defense on this. So just because the ants drive your car, Jose, doesn't mean that people.
That's beautiful. It's like sort of jungle mein आवाज आया, देखा तो actually popcorn था. Popcorn. Yeah.
But see, for Suresh, the experience is real. He's seeing a popcorn going up and down. But we are sitting at home and laughing at his story.
Yeah.
Perspective.
Right. So they are scary from the person who's saying it perspective. For the person who's listening, it depends on what your.
For me, sometimes even the setting that they are in, like some people have their lights off or they're roaming around.
Man.
Over here, there were about 2 weeks where it was raining every day. And there was a thunderstorm outside, and we all kind of close by, so it was raining across. Everyone. It was freaky, man. Sometimes I'm like, what's happening behind this person? Do they live alone? Remember once someone had rabbits in their room?
Yeah.
Girl was
this is stuff happening in people's homes that sometimes.
Like in yesterday's stream, there was a girl was talking in front of a mirror, but her husband was working in the back, and you could just see a reflection of a man moving like that. And it was
like he was an accountant.
Yeah, that was the scary part. Oh no, he's doing our taxes. Oh shit.
But it's important, man, because I think, like, for me, if I ever really listen to ghosts, when like a parents tell you a ghost story, or it's in a house environment, then you're really into it. Sometimes you, like Cyrus and Jose said, right? They'll come and they'll be like, "Arey to aur kya hua na to bhoot aa gaya tha to main idhar right pe tha." She was not into that.
Put some effort into this shit.
Okay, cool. I'm going to move on to the next opinion. The next opinion is all right. This a lot of people have said ghosts are actually nice. Horror movies defame them. What is your
like what's happening with sharks?
I 100% agree with this point, and I think we debated this many times on the stream. Is that ghosts are so misunderstood, right? I mean, I said this, right, and I talk to people who get freaked out about, like, say, Suresh seeing popcorn moving and chairs moving. I mean, the ghost is just trying to help you. He's just trying to arrange your furniture. He's trying to clean your table.
Right.
No. After the ghost moved the popcorn, a piano fell in that exact same spot, and Suresh was saved. No, but we did have a few stories of people calling and saying that the ghost helped in certain ways.
Yeah, definitely.
The ghost was helpful. Casper.
30% of the stories are some relative or someone who's healing people or guarding them. It's almost like guardian angel meets spirit.
We even had an helpful animal ghost. I think.
Yeah.
Was the cat helping or something? It sounds so funny when you talk about.
Puppies were drowning and then she came out.
Oh yeah, that was a sweet story.
But it's like the thing is
animal possession happens, Animal possession is full on. Like it's a thing. People only talk about human beings getting possessed, but there's a lot of evidence of animals getting possessed. The most exorcised creature on earth is actually.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Cyrus,
I want to say, Cyrus, just explain your DVD collection.
Well, that's quite scary, man.
I am a complete skeptic who doesn't like to take risks. That's it. But
Yeah.
like people say, how you like there. I'm sure within a week we'll have someone writing another paragraph saying,
No.
"Oh, you guys are y'all are letting superstition, y'all are
Oh,
giving
God.
way to this and all."
I have to pause. I'm so sorry, but how is the hippopotamus the most exercised animal in the world? Please, where did you?
I have not received such levels of respect before on this field, so I may even dog out to show how I feel. I was trying to fucking tell these guys earlier also, but it was shunned by.
Go ahead.
In Africa, they exorcise, they possess a hippopotamus, these voodoo guys. And then there's a lot of footage of like couples in a boat and a crazy ass hippo like just chasing them. And it's not chasing. You laugh right now, asshole, but if you were a hippo,
I just
Whether he's being serious or whether he's screwing with it.
I'm sorry.
I went on a safari. Tell me something. I'm going to ask you something really. You go to a house, right? And suddenly you've got your dog. The dog is just like quietly one day staring at you. I would shit myself in that. I went to a safari with some friends, and I convinced my fiance and everyone else that this freaking hippo is possessed and he's gonna come get us. Because this guy, every other hippo roams around, right? This guy was just looking at us. Like some old Parsi uncle. Like,
Oh my God, I'm dying.
He's a funny asshole. And he was grunting. He was Guys, read up on it. You can possess animals and they can come get you. Right. I read
Sahu, you gotta switch to your main mic
Please,
because
please,
this
please.
is gold.
This is
stuff.
beautiful.
Yeah. While you do that, can I also ask you a question? Was the hippo called Moto?
Getting me size, this is why I do not associate this with every time I'm emotional or I want to talk about something, it's real. To me,
Okay. Look, you know what?
I'm imagining.
One second. I can understand. Okay, Jose, Cyril, Suresh, everyone trying to like laugh at you when you're trying to be emotional. I tried my level best to support you, but the problem was in my head. Of all animals, hippo made me laugh a lot,
That's because the representation of hippo, if you look at a hippo in animation, they're like this cute guy. They're not cute, they're freaking sociopaths.
Yeah, and they're very dangerous. They're extremely dangerous.
Now, Jose.
No, I didn't say they were possessed. I said
Jose had a close encounter with a hippo, on his TV screen.
But I've stared one hippo down.
Hippo.
Only you.
Yeah.
Can survive that.
So that's the only chance.
No, but I'm imagining you cut to a video, where the hippo behavioral expert is saying, most hippos, they don't behave like this. But that one guy, he was grunting and moving around and looking at people like that. So we suspect he's possessed.
These are the great
I spoke to a hippo whisperer.
Wait, was he talking it aloud or was he whispering to you?
I don't know. I believe that because I'm a buffalo whisperer.
I feel this is going in.
I'm a popcorn whisperer, by the way, guys. I'm a popcorn whisperer, so you can let me know. I'm always ready for active whispering.
So it was you.
Really funny.
Yeah, but in context, because I do believe in the whole whispering aspect. Cyrus, I'm totally with you. I do understand that people do have a certain frequency that they can reach out to species.
So back to the actual point of like, if we go away from the animal conversation, do you think ghosts are nice or bad? What is your consensus?
Nice.
I feel they are nice. We are just misrepresenting.
I don't think they're nice. Ghosts are like old people. I think like not all old people are nice. In that way, like some are real jerks. They've just been around for.
I was just going to go with ghosts are like people.
Some 8-year-old is going to be messaging you, Cyrus.
Let me explain. Sai is right about this because let me tell you, ghosts, the spirits that are left behind are the unhappy spirits. That's what they believe. So they become ghosts because they got something that has happened to them and they're angry spirits or angry energies that have been left behind by people who died in unfortunate or unexpected circumstances. That's what the belief is. That's why generally the spirits are looked upon as, dangerous, trying to harm somebody who may have harmed them. That's the theory. Of course,
this one time, Suresh, by mistake, he fell on a plant, and that plant next to him, can you see? It's trying to reach out to him from the dead. Look at that. It looks like a small plant creature trying to jump out.
That's Raju, please.
But I'm just thinking, Like, why is it only for human beings, right? Could be for anything. Like anything to get possessed.
Yeah.
Do you have to show the personality or the life of the person? A person becomes a spirit, right? Or are they just spirits?
Oh my God, Cyrus! I can't believe you mentioned this. Cyril will relate because in the new He-Man Revelations, there's this. They float this concept of a forest dying.
Oh.
And the forest goes over to heaven after it dies and becomes a creature. It lives as a forest.
It becomes a representation of a
That was really interesting.
Enlightened body.
And taking revenge on human beings. That's good. Yeah.
No, he's a happy forest.
Happy forest.
Yeah, for my laptop now.
Yeah, please switch to your laptop,
please.
please. Chat. The only thing the chat is going is saying Cyrus mic, Mike
Come
Mike
soon,
for Cyrus,
soon.
Mike for
We'll
Cyrus.
wait for you.
Yeah,
Guys, you
we'll
want to
wait
take a
for you.
rickshaw? We can share a mic in case.
We won't say anything for the next 20 minutes.
Guys, look at it. You haven't noticed, Sahil, that the privilege to wear identical headphones while Suresh and me.
Suresh's headphones look like it's going in his neck. Going inside.
Yeah, because
Suresh's headphones look like a really bad relationship on Love Street.
Hey, we had, in our defense, we had these headphones before we started this stream.
come on.
This is so unfair.
Guys,
Come fast.
Yeah,
We'll wait for you.
Let me explain to the audience. Who are there. You started the stream because of the headphones.
That is actually partially true. Yeah.
Okay, we are going to take a quick break. This is the like break. If you guys are enjoying the chat and if you're enjoying this, please, you need to press the like button and you have to do it for Possess Hippos. Come on. No,
Man.
I don't like when someone comes on this, on the show, you want to be like, you want to listen to the story, but I just visualized the Possess Hippo and it just made me lose my shit laughing.
But see how Sahu is he's our ghost stories ka David Attenborough. He can bring credibility to a story about hippos being possessed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The way he explained it also. He's like, the hippos, it's really crazy. My God, in Africa, there were 3 kangaroos who all died through this.
I'd really like to do a safari or a spirit walk with Cyrus, just standing in the back doing a live commentary as we go through.
What fun that would be.
I would love to listen to your experiences.
He could do that as a service, right? Feel like David Attenborough's with you, but it's Sahu in the back. He's with a blanket over his head, and he's got a mic, and he's saying, "Oh, and then the creature. Oh, look at that hippo. It's possessed, isn't it?"
Oh, that hippo seems to be unnerving.
Unnerving, boy.
Yay! Welcome back.
Let's go.
Cyrus,
bro.
You can feel your voice in our souls.
Hello.
Hey!
I can barely see you all. This is so nice. I couldn't see you guys, man.
Yeah,
It's freaking me out. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. But now I'm just gonna watch Suresh.
That was really quick,
untangle a headphone.
Sahu. We didn't expect you to come back so quickly.
This is the phone, and then
He's like Cyrus. He thought Cyrus would take the phone down.
Yeah, dude, no. But this is good because I also want to talk about the fact that I get really hungry, and then I notice so do these guys.
Yeah,
there's something about fear in food, bro, which is also happening with people.
Of what?
Stress eating because of ghost stories.
Bro, I've been stress eating. I put on about 11 kilos because this stream started. Putting shit.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next opinion. Before that, super chat from Vishaka saying, "Have regularly been watching the ghost story streams. Best entertainment during lockdown. Thank you for all this effort." So thank you, Vishaka. They appreciate it all also. And everyone is so happy that the mic is back. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone who's watching last time, please subscribe and press the like button. We're going to move on to the next opinion. The next opinion is a fun one. Indian horror is not a thing. Mention for the heck of it, but like Indian horror is not a thing,
No, what nonsense! It's it's a thing. It's definitely a thing.
No, man. I mean, as a kid, I used to see Ahat and all, and I used to get Ahat Z horror show. I used to get scared, but as an adult, when you watch it, you're like, this is so bad. Why? How is this scary?
But I mean, it was made in those times also, I feel like.
So the narrative in Hindi films, the Ramsey brothers had this immense production issues. Okay, so they made a lot of these horror films in very low budget, but they went on to do they really hit the box office very hard and they made lots of money on that. But there was some, my introduction to ghosts as something that exists properly was because of one Malayalam film Simple story. Writer goes to a house which is staying there on rent, and in the night he hears strange noises coming. Then he sees a jula going slowly on its own and a song happening. Oh my God! So we were kids, and that those days we had to watch television in somebody else's houses. So Saturday was regional,
I
and then
remember
from that house to get back to your own
my
house. Oh
God, yeah.
boy,
Yeah.
shat
Yeah.
bricks.
Yeah.
Doordarshan
Literally.
used to show some of those things, and I remember watching some horror movie where these kids were fooling around, okay, and they took a tortoise or something, and they put a candle on its back or some nonsense, and they were moving it around, and they were trying to scare each other, but while they were doing this, a real ghost shows up in this this film.
Oh boy.
Right.
So that was
And
the story. So for me,
What about the tortoise?
I'm sure. Hopefully they rescued
Fucking-
it. For the
Fucking
Cyrus,
lame
for the-
ass tortoise
it's
with a
still
candle
walking.
on his
It's
ass.
still walking all these years with the candle.
Cyrus is giving commentary, and there goes the tortoise.
No, it's good. It's
Completely
good he
ignored.
asked. It's good he asked. So that someone will write a paragraph about how we hate animals and this, that.
Oh,
the other. We're just
God.
telling a story that
I'm
we
typing right
Somebody's
now.
really hurt him.
I'm right on it.
Remember-
I'm typing right here. Jose.
Hey, remember Revati, such a lovely, amazing
Yes.
actress, and what was that film that she was in? That freak?
Ram Gopal Verma's film. That was
Oh
really
my!
did well. That was
Rock, bro,
Rock.
Rock. I was like, holy shit, what is this?
Yeah,
Was that the one that was in the theaters?
Yeah.
Yeah. So some of the movies are really good. I do agree that they over dramatize somewhere, but India
Yeah.
per se, if you go down south especially, they make like
Of course.
fantastic,
Like, I mean, the
scary
chat has
movies.
obviously mentioned, and I'm not generalizing, but Tumbad, they are talking about if you've seen Tumbad,
Tumbad is
Yeah.
beautiful,
great movie.
but Tumbad is more Pan's Labyrinth in the genre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like, I wouldn't call it horror as much as like mad, beautiful fantasy.
But
and
also it
Yeah.
is a little bit psychological, because you're like, okay, I don't
It
know what's
is.
going to happen and all of
It
that.
is.
And you're right, like
Yeah.
I'm talking about, like, if you're talking about Indian horror, okay, so evolution
I
of
love
horror.
Tumbad. We should have sent that for the Oscars, bro. It
Yeah,
was
man.
such a
Beautiful movie.
There, even Ram Gopal Verma's Bhoot, I remember.
Oh my God.
Someone
Yeah.
convinced me to watch it in a theater.
Pick me
I
out.
went also.
Oh, God.
But there was some,
Shat myself.
Yeah.
the sound
Shat
guy on that film, they were just screaming randomly. Like, people like, I mean, not even, nobody moved.
Did you see Ragini MMS Part 1? I like that one even. That
Yeah,
But that started the
Part one.
downhill trend of sexual
Yeah.
ghost movies,
Yeah.
where I'm like, why does it have to be
Yeah.
so horny? You
Yeah.
know?
Again, everyone went showering. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
fantasy.
fucking,
That's
it stopped
fantasy.
for 30
See,
years.
people like seeing people with no morals getting killed and all. So they're like, अरे ये sex किया उसको भूत को मारना चाहिए उसको चलो.
you know, my friend wrote it, so I'll make sure to send those notes.
Yeah, I would love to see ghosts from Game of Thrones and all that. Ghosts of Game of Thrones, something like that. Khaleesi and all that. But all in the same costume and all. Maybe I may not get scared. Maybe.
So there were no costumes
Hey,
in Game of Thrones.
We were talking about
Yeah.
Indian horror
Exactly.
being a thing.
Yeah.
There are some really fun Indian horror films. So like the newer ones, the Rajkumar Rao's
Yeah.
3 was good. I
Oh,
enjoyed
yeah,
3.
But that's a different
That was
genre.
fun.
That's it.
It's a different genre. It's
Like,
not
okay.
hardcore like
When
scare
I'm
the
talking
shit out of
about
you.
horror, okay, when I'm talking about horror, let's specify horror.
Right.
Horror is something that you watch and you're like, holy fuck, I'm scared. It's like
Yeah.
something
Fair.
maybe
like Oculus and all.
yeah, stuff like that, or I'll tell you, there was this movie I saw called 13B with Madhavan in it. It was called 13B. I
I've seen
loved
this
that movie. There
Yeah.
were so many different twists and turns. It was not your stereotypical, bhoot, and there are things, but I feel off late horror in India has just been the same,
Dude.
like screeching.
He's spot on.
Yeah.
He's spot on. I think the thing is that the way they get it right is if they catch something which is happening in your life too. Like in Bhoot, for me, remember that parapet? In the house they had storage, and then the little T was like that.
Yeah.
And I had a house with just that exact same storage, and then that starts playing on your mind.
Saud checking his this thing every night.
I can't tell you, it really, that freaked me out. The Ring freaked me out really badly, man.
The Ring was
yeah.
freaky.
She's in the original.
The original,
Yeah.
not the engagement one.
You know,
Right.
you get married.
That's
Oh,
scarier.
scary.
That's scarier.
No, but this is true, bro. There's just no horror happening. Like there's been no horror in any way.
Proper, lately I don't think there's been anything.
I think it depends again on age and what you've seen. Like, see, again, like for me, when I was a kid, I had seen one episode of Ahat where there was a guy whose eyeball had been pulled out, okay, and he was walking around the house. And the eyeball, as an adult, when I saw it, I realized it was a table tennis ball, which they had attached with cross. Very low budget. And I'm like, this is not
even
going
the
to
brand
scare.
is written, the brand.
Yonex is hanging from his arm.
And somebody from there like, ball please.
And guy comes with a badminton racket and starts bashing his head.
But the scariest thing for me in Ahat was the soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
Zee Horror Show.
That
That's
shit-
Zee Horror Show.
No.
Zee Horror Show.
That's Ahat.
No. Zee.
This,
I think this
somebody
is an
could take
animal
this out of
sound now.
context.
It was like a person in a lot of
Wasn't
pain.
that was Ahat.
I just want to know one thing, and all this conversation
Yes,
that we're having
yes.
is great, but we have never heard of ghosts who are actually porn stars and they became ghosts.
Suresh, I've been hoping to
sound
get
like-
haunted by these spirits, but they just never show up.
And the sounds also very different, huh?
Acha, that was the punchline.
I've got
I was
that.
like, okay.
I will add you one more. I will make a show and we will call it Chahat. Thank you, guys. I am.
Very nice. Coming soon to a theater or a private screen.
Imagine the person that ghost is haunting is so confused about the sounds. He's like, these funny sounds
God.
coming from the wall.
And instead of running away from it, by running towards the sound.
But I really think we've hit upon something amazing, which is that there's no ghost that sort of follows its occupation once it becomes a ghost.
Yeah.
Isn't there an accountant ghost, right? Like, why isn't there like just fucking doing? Someone just does my taxes. When I
You wake up and your taxes are done.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? Why you get off my TDS? Get off my TDS.
Like a 4-course meal made up in the
GST
morning when you
motherfucker.
wake up.
But he'd wake up and screw up your taxes, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd screw it up.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we should encourage that also. Whatever, if you're listening, guys, don't do that.
But have you ever?
The worst ghost would be a streamer ghost. Like at night, you're sleeping,
my
pulls
God.
off your chadar, he's like, press the like button, please.
Don't forget to subscribe.
That's
Like
a good
he's
point.
whispering it in your ear.
Thank you for your
Forget to
super chat.
subscribe.
Dude, that's
but-
psycho.
So I think
That's
you made a
very-
good point. Like,
Yeah.
what if a ghost, is a klutz and it's just, faux pas, just constantly screwing up. You
Just
can't be a
yeah,
great
like,
ghost.
like I'm also thinking about it, right? A lot of these ghosts are really fucking clumsy people in real life, right? Because you're fucking opening shit, you're banging into doors.
Yeah, dropping
Oh,
glasses
yeah.
and all.
But
Correct.
that,
Get it together, bro. Get it together.
that was my theory, right? I was writing an entire stand-up bit, and I was like, the more movies you see, if you put the thing that they are ghosts are clumsy people, ghosts are putting the light off because they want to save electricity, ghosts are moving furniture so you don't get hurt. It makes sense. Then you don't get scared. You're like, these are really stupid.
Like you're
people.
sleeping in the night, right? And you hear something, and then the ghost like, "Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
I was trying to go through that side. I apologize."
Yeah.
I
Get
like
it.
that you're making fun of the ghosts. I'm sure some of them are watching a stream also now.
Not me. These two guys.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
Silence.
Hey, if there is any ghost audience member, please let me know in the chat. I would like to see like what
They're trying to press the buttons, but their hands are going through the keyboard.
Oh, Jose, tonight, that joke tonight is happening.
There.
Beautiful.
There. How nice.
Okay, I'm moving on to the next one. Before we move on to the next one, Vishal said, didn't know there was another impromptu ghost story session happening on Sunday evening. Big up, homies. Big up.
You're wrong. There's not another session going on. We're just
Alright.
discussing it.
Since we are on the topic of ghosts and ghost movies, I have to talk about one genre that has just become stupid and dumb. The creepy doll genre of horror needs to end. What do you guys think?
Fucking, they freak me out, bro.
Seriously?
Dolls freak me out. I don't know what it is about a doll. I saw some, I go down this. My problem is at night, I watch these YouTube things and I start watching like every top 10 creepiest things. And I found this one video where there's like creepy dolls from, oh my God, bro.
I think the premise there is something small and unkillable and like inanimate that has come to life. But for me, when Chucky happened, that was fairly scary. But then they started doing Bride of Chucky. They made it very
No, that's
slapsticky and all.
balls. Yeah.
So I still think that some of the residual fears from the original like Chucky the doll
You've not seen the Japanese dolls, these little Japanese dolls hanging around and all.
Those
You
dolls.
got
I see some
holy
Japanese
shit.
dolls, but inflatable ones.
Those are scary once they deflate.
But I used to get scared of these dolls, not because of the way the dolls were presented in the film. I used to get scared of the family around. A little girl constantly, mommy, mommy, mommy.
Yeah.
I wanted
And invariably one eye stops working. So it's just, dude, you're telling me this shit is not, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
See now
looks
the
like
doll by
somebody
itself,
I
the
know.
doll by itself, yes, it looks scary, but what would be really scary is if you just moved into a house, okay? There's nothing in the house and you just find this one and that's your neighbor.
But like if you're talking about dolls, right, I have to tell you, like, it's not the doll that is scary. Like, I've seen all the haunted doll movies, even the Indian ones. Like, have you seen, there was a Marathi version, not Maharashtrian, there was a Marathi version of Chucky called Zapat Lela.
How was
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
I gotta watch
a
it.
puppet by Ramdas Padhyay, who's the very famous puppeteer of India. He did a puppet, and the puppet, his name was Tatya Vinshu. Okay,
Oh,
and
amazing.
Tatya Vinshu would the puppet would like tata tujhe geli, I loved that movie. Okay, as a
Wow.
kid, and then there was Papi Gudia. I'm sure you must have seen.
I saw Papi
Gudia.
Gudia's balls, man.
It's
Crazy.
Good, yeah.
Because Papi Gudia, my cousins were such assholes. They told me it's a children's film.
nice.
I was like,
And they made you watch it.
bastards, bro. Assholes. I'll never forget. Fucking Gudiyas freaked me out, bro. But little old dolls and all, like if you found a little doll in your house, and like if someone was to place a doll in one of your house without you knowing, and you just found a little doll there, would it not freak you out?
I agree. I think with so many years of seeing dolls portrayed as evil entities, I think just seeing one in the house would freak me out. I mean, it would play on your mind that it's moved. You know, it's
I'd
not
get it
like,
out.
like Suresh's popcorn, right? You think that this doll has moved, and I think that'll be free. I'll probably be slapping the doll in the night or just like throwing kerosene.
Now
and
I'm
burning it or
definitely
something.
good. I'm definitely going to write the script on the inflated doll ghost.
I mean, if a fly can, if someone can write a movie on a fly attacking you, I'm sure you can do a popcorn.
Popcorn killer.
Popcorn killer.
So are you guys? So you're saying the
Scary.
doll genre should continue or should it end? I feel we are done with dolls. Move on.
Done.
Oh, okay.
Done.
You need someone to reinvent
The doll.
the wheel.
That
There's also
genre.
not been that much innovation in the world of dolls, right?
Yeah.
That's also true.
Yeah. I mean, in hindsight, it was not a horror movie, but Mannequin also freaked me out a little bit initially when it came out. In this,
What's it
I was
about?
like,
I haven't
That
seen
was a
it.
love story.
yeah, but it's like this mannequin becomes a woman and then she becomes a doll. I kept just staring.
Nothing
That
makes
could have
this
been a
man
ghost
happy.
story. Yeah. That could have been a ghost story also.
It
Yeah.
could have been. Yeah, but
You remember
it has to
House?
stop.
Yeah, but if I left you alone in a house, which may or may not be haunted, but the whole floor is full of these headless, like sort of morphy mannequins, would you be able to spend the night there?
God.
No chance.
Like this, with this. Let's say if this was like
Like
this
hundreds
was,
of these, just pieces.
I mean,
Just
idly first I'd question our friendship as to why you taken into your house with these dogs.
Dude, if you're sitting at night, it's 2 a.m, it's dark outside, there's a storm going on, and even one tuck happens, right? You
Oh, bro, finish.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be calling you to play badminton in the middle of the night.
right, bro.
I'll be out of there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how much of it is real, how much of it is imagination, but it's
You know,
there.
Sahu, I think you have an amazing mind for, let's say there was a reality show. Remember they used to do this thing in the past where they'd say, I don't know if you all have heard this story where there's a really scary horror film and one person has to sit alone in the theater and watch that film. And if you make it through, you win money and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I think they did it as a promotion for Booth also. I can't remember.
Yeah. I
But
think so.
but Sahu, you got to do a reality show where you just come up with these scenarios, right? So some person is in the center of the room surrounded by mannequins, and you're there with the string to make that tuck sound after 1 hour.
Listen,
Somebody
from
hire me
experience,
for this
trust
shit.
me, you don't want to be giving a mic to Cyrus to do these things because people are gonna be like freaking out and passing out.
I'll have a fucking blast. I'll have a blast.
You'll have a great time. But that's
Yeah.
a very good idea, man.
I think we've got some, you know what I like? Like we've come up with some really good ideas. We've come up with show ideas.
I'm getting insecure. It's like, what if the net steals our shit? This shit.
Nobody, Suresh is there. He represents.
I think we should ask for the address of every single person listening to this.
Hey,
But this should be on
Check up on
this
them.
should be on a game show. Like one person sitting through the night in a room filled with mannequins. Cyrus is far away, but he has a string.
Yeah,
You want
robotics.
brother? They've worked up the
Robotics.
technology.
Listen, we're working with Ahat budgets.
If you
रमेश
wanna
अभी ये
talk to
तार
him-
बांध के ना नाला सुपारा की तरफ निकलना ऑटो में.
He's like, sir, we have a drone. Why are you using the string?
Hey, I got a
There are no walkie. Sorry.
I got a great concept for a short story with this ghost who's actually, there in one of these public urinals. When you, I don't know how many of you all buy, but I do. If I feel like taking a leak, I stop near. Often
Seeing
near
a pattern with
studio.
Suresh's ghost.
Yeah, it's up.
and then go inside. There's this guy waiting for the change, And imagine you pay him, you go do your susu, and you come out and you see he's not there. That can freak you out.
No,
I won't freak out.
Why would I?
Because
he's
unlike
taken
you,
my
I'm not
money.
emotionally attached to the gentleman I met in a urinal.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
really.
like, Suresh is like, where
I don't
is
want
this
to
guy
hang out.
gone?
Yeah.
Would you pick up your coin back if that guy was not there?
No.
Not at a urinal.
No.
Definitely
That's
not.
a moral question. But
That's
Suresh,
not even-
Suresh, I know where you are going with this. What you actually wanted to go with is ki you pay, you go take a leak. That guy is not there, but someone has caught hold of you and said ki 10 rupees aur de, nahi to main nahi chhodega.
In the urinal.
Yeah, caught hold of him.
What if you walked into a urinal
It's that old
and,
joke, yeah.
and next to you was a person who looked just like you,
Oh, nice.
Now that is interesting.
Nice.
right?
Yeah.
But
That
Time travel.
But that's the thing you touched upon, right? I realize a lot of plot lines in ghost stories have it when the spirit replicates you.
yeah.
That would
And then the
freak me out.
person gets freaked out. I don't know if I get freaked out. I'll be like, hey,
Go live my life. I don't care. I'll chill at home. Jadu.
tag, you're it. I'm out.
You have existential crisis every day. I'm chilling and
pay,
playing video games.
pay my taxes, deal with this
Yeah.
shit, get it all sorted out.
hey man, welcome to a series of bad decisions, asshole.
Just tag and you run. You're gone. You're out of there.
Go fucking pay that EMI.
Why did you say
The
that?
ghost is like, wait, what? What happened?
Man, you on Instagram, you looked very happy. I'm like, yeah.
Photo filter tha, Snapchat filter.
Hey, that's a possibility. No? All the dark shades that we feel are there in the night around us. It's actually us from different dimensions who come to see how we're doing.
Oh,
my
damn. That is
God.
too dark.
Boom.
That is,
Yeah.
Boom.
yeah.
That's
Think
just say that
about it.
again. Say that again slowly. Almost in a sensual way.
All the dark shapes that you see in the night, it's not ghosts, it's you from some other dimension who come.
Damn, bro.
Trying
see
to
if
see
you're
how happy you really are. Oh.
And then the
Or
good
maybe
ones, and the good ones are
also-
like sort of helping you, and the lessons you need to learn are the assholes. Who are
Also,
like,
the feeling of somebody's sitting on your chest and trying to throttle you, nobody but you trying to enter your body again.
okay, it was all going
I-
perfectly fucking fine.
Nice.
Think
I was in a
about it.
relationship like that once.
Oh, that's fine. That's normal.
It's regular.
Okay. Okay. Guys, we're going to move on to the last few opinions. Okay. The last few opinions. This is just this conversation I thought would be very it would be like this and we just discussed, but it has gone from where to where and we've come up with some it's gone into a very dark, that the thing that Suresh said has put me in a little bit of a what
Funk.
if?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think
What
about it.
if? Shit. It could happen. Damn. That's
Yeah.
too dark.
Maybe there's another live stream happening with another you. And,
Oh shit!
yeah.
Who's happier? Oh no! And I'm the ghost. Oh god!
Yeah. It's a spiritual multiverse.
Holy shit, bro.
reality.
That's trippy shit.
Oh god! All right, I'm moving on to the next opinions. Before I start, quick shout out. Vishal said, since you're on the topic of horror films, I recently visited RGV's earlier work, Raat Kaun Bhoot. Nobody does horror quite like him. True. He did some really awesome stuff. Samruddhi said, extra dose of Jose Seidel, Suresh and Habubu this weekend. Thanks, Sahil, for getting them. And Akash Deep just super chatted. So thank you, Akash Deep. Thank you to everybody who's super chatted. Appreciate it. To everybody who is watching. How are we not at 1,000 likes when there are 1343 watching? I need 1,000 likes. Come on.
I'm on it.
That has to be
I'm
the
on it
bare
right
minimum. I'm pressing my own like button.
now.
Come
I'm
on.
pressing it right now there. Like
Hey, but if you press it again and again, it will like. वापस चला गया, unlike.
Just
That's what
pressing.
that's what Cyril is doing right now.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, that's 25 likes.
आगे-
But to everybody who is new to the channel, please not only press like, press subscribe. Unpopular Opinions is happening thrice every month. So a lot of fun opinions and streams still left. So please subscribe, help grow this channel. And now we shall move. Thank you for 1,000 likes. We've hit it. Yes, good goal. We'll move on to the next to these things. Next two opinions. This one is, I think, is a personal opinion of mine, which I agree with also. Ghost hunting should not be a real job.
Oh,
Okay.
Ghost hunting should not be a real job.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's absolutely dumb. Being a ghost hunter. If you've seen
Hey,
any of the
thanks.
ghost hunting shows also.
no. In fact, I think it should be a regular job. It should be like a proper, like they should have a GMC, Ghost Management Center.
Nice.
Like
artist
so-
rep.
Yeah. And
Ghost police.
Yeah, no, you call people to repair your pipes in the house and all. These guys come to repair your ghost ka situation. Now, वो क्या है तुम्हारे इधर तो भूत पड़ेले उधर उसको निकालना पड़ेगा साहब पूरा ब्लॉकेज हो गया है regular guys. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, you'll be like, sir, आपका diet क्या था? अरे नहीं, आपको अंडा का तो नहीं खा सकते, उसके बाद सब ठीक हो जाए. So they give you like full life, like.
हम ये देख रहे हैं कि आपका फैमिली में कितने लोगों का डेथ हुआ है, आपने मर्डर किया है. They are investigating properly,
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But I agree. I think to a certain level, and I get where you're going with Sahil, is that ghost hunters, as in the perception of television shows that we see, and those guys going on, right? Like the Ghostbusters, so to speak. Not exorcism in per se, but yeah, I mean, maybe just for entertaining purposes, as a producer, I'll say that. But as a real job, maybe not.
There was this show called Ghost Hunters, which did like in 4-5 seasons, right? Every time they would enter, and it's still, if you type ghost hunting on YouTube also, you'll see people same. They put those the night filter, green filter lamps. And halfway through, you'll suddenly hear a tuk-tuk, like like something falling. Oh, it's a ghost. And we saw a specter, and then they zoom into a tiny little bit of light floating. And I'm like, this is so dumb. How are people believing this shit?
They go to another level actually.
Dust,
I sent this clip to Jose as well. It looked like if Aaj Tak was doing a horror story thing. It's like, आपने देखा क्या ऊपर था, and the guy's just panning to black and देख लिया आवाज आ रहा है,
and there's nothing there.
Nothing's there. And then like he's saying
interesting,
listen, and then like 10 minutes there's no sound and there's literally nothing, and I'm like, what are we listening to? But I guess maybe not. Maybe they need to stop. I think it puts fear into a lot of people. Sometimes.
In fact, I'm thinking it. This could be the next unicorn app, Cyril. It's the Komato. He called them
What? Komato?
Yeah.
Like Ghostmato.
Ghost app would do really well.
Yeah.
Ghost app would.
Ghostmato. No, why? पूरा नहीं बोलना है. Komato.
Gomato. I like it.
Also.
I like it.
And they come and they
Gomato.
investigate, and we can raise funding for them because people are really suffering. Sometimes we can also heal people who are going through all these things. So our experts will go to your house, they'll come and chat with you. If you want, they'll sleep alongside you or they'll sleep down.
And another thing,
I think they have apps like these.
Just to up it, they not only
gotten
come to
it a
your
little
house
wrong.
and cleans your house of spirits, but you can also order food through them even.
Why are they
come with
sleeping
food.
next to you?
Yeah, I love,
Why are they like doing that?
Yeah, because I seriously had issues of sleeping alone in hotel rooms, and I know all the films that I did. There were really some scary places. One was Sinduri Hotel in Chennai. And I know where my room was, I could see the mock-up entrance of Apollo Hospital right in front. My room was facing that. So every night I couldn't sleep. And there was this very strange tea estate in one of the Malayalam films that I did where we were staying the whole night. And then next year shifted to a room. And that room, I couldn't sleep in that room. I slept and I actually felt somebody holding my neck. And I got up and just didn't sleep till 4:35 in the morning.
That's
So
crazy.
Suresh had entered the wrong person's room.
But that guy after
And he's holding his neck saying, can you please leave my bed?
What Suresh didn't mention is there was a sweet couple lying in bed. And Suresh was in the middle.
Yeah, but that's freaky, man. Sorry, your question. We lost the question.
No, it's fine. The question was, even I've lost the question. Ghost hunting, should it be a real job? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
No.
And this time I'm also going to let the chat also agree. Chat, I'm putting in a poll. You all can also tell me, ghost hunting, real job, yes or no?
See, look, real jobs now, they have appraisals and stuff, right? And their work gets checked. So and you have to show something for it. So if you don't have any, if you don't have anything, any proof, any kind of proof, so then how do they still have their jobs? So I'm with you on this. I don't think it's a real job as such. Even they, I think, will agree that we don't have, sir, apne paas kuch footage nahi hai, kuch you have to just take our word for it, sort of thing.
Hello, there can be regular this thing na KRA and all. Kitna booth pakda tumne mahine mein? Saal ka kitna target maintain kiya ki nahi?
Yeah, you can have this as a job. I think the quality of the kind of people we've been seeing as ghost hunters has kind of made us question this shit. It's like a bunch of like complete imbeciles like saying, hey, honey, is there something in that room? He's like, yeah, mouse. You know, it's like
I feel Suresh is vested in this being an actual job because of the call someone and sleep aside.
That's it. That's how it's ending. Everything is like, there's a good app. But what if you can sleep? Okay. Okay, guys. Last two opinions, and then we'll wrap up the stream. Last two opinions. Last one is this is going to be just a quick one of all the scary movies that have come so far. Final Destination movies are the scariest.
Ooh.
I love the Final Destination.
They did mess with my mind. The first, man. So I haven't gone beyond 2. Is it 3?
There are like 7 or 8 now.
There are 8 different ways in which 8 different movies that showcase multiple ways in which you could possibly die.
And it's the same kids. Is it the same kids?
No.
Eventually, a bunch of them
one guy from one film moves on, and then he meets other people, and then they all get
like
sucked
the
into
Need
that.
for Speed franchise.
I love the premise of, hey,
Brilliant.
you cheated death, and then now you're
It's brilliant.
It's brilliant. I love it.
And I think they executed it pretty well. The first 2 that I
they're
saw.
all amazing.
Yeah.
And see, and they have a little bit for everyone. Like if you're into that whole intellectual debate of, oh, I cheated death, now what? Can I continue to cheat death? And there's the other spectrum of people who just want to see gore and people being stabbed.
No, it's okay. Of all, I've seen so many horror. I've seen like a lot of horror. Okay?
You don't get freaked out?
I don't get freaked out. There was one movie which I always recommend to people. It's a Spanish movie called Rec. It is a single cam handheld footage type one, which is really for me the
Rec.
Scariest. Spanish in brackets Rec.
Blair Witch also was so ahead of
Blair
its
Witch has
time. I thought it was
nothing.
brilliant.
Blair Witch has nothing compared to Rec. Nothing
the
compared
first
to
Blair Witch the first Blair Witch freaked me out.
It freaked me out also. But if you see Rec, I promise you, like that is something where I actually yelled. I don't yell while watching
We'll
movies.
check it out. But it's a premise, it's the premise of being stuck in a forest or whatever, and this thing
everything,
is going on.
the
That's
whole setting.
scary.
So I'll tell you why you should watch Rec. I know we are sidetracking, but everyone who's watching, I'll tell you why you should watch Rec. Rec was remade in USA as Quarantine. Please don't watch it. Basically, imagine how it happens is the entire plot is very simple. This news reporter enters a building to cover a story about an old woman who's sick, and suddenly she realizes that the whole building has been quarantined and no one in the building is allowed to leave. And one by one, things start happening in the building. So it's all indoors inside a building.
And who's
Half of the
recording
times, there's the cameraman is recording it, right? And there is one scene. I'm not going to give you spoilers, but that scene, the actors didn't know that something was going to happen.
Oh wow!
And it happens out of nowhere.
Now I want to watch it just for that scene.
Yeah,
Just
watch it tonight.
It comes up top in the first 20 minutes. If it's what a great movie.
Hey, listen. Now that
You watched it alone.
That,
You watched it alone.
Yeah, in the dark.
You know what we should do? We should watch this movie together.
I'm in.
Daytime.
No,
I can't do it alone.
I'm watching horror movies, guys. You'll ruin it for me. Like this
You-
background commentary will just.
But you-
I
but
can
you're-
hear
you're
Cyrus saying, and the ghost has now appeared.
Seems quite badly dressed.
have you guys seen that series that Tracy Morgan did, and then they did a couple of others, which was called Scare Tactics?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Was
now
it good? Was it any good?
so this was my experience with it. I think the first 2 seasons they did a mix of real stuff and some of it scripted, but the premise was always ghosts. Okay, they start with ghosts or monsters and like small creatures coming out of vents and all while you're in the lift, and some of that shit was brilliant. Like I watched it and I was thinking, man, if this happened to me, I don't know what the fuck I would do. And I mean, what would you do? You're like, what the hell? So that first season is really quite brilliant. You should watch that. But then as they go further now, they started doing really
It
looks mad
that's the
scripted.
whole, that's
And
the
then,
same thing.
Then I started noticing inconsistencies in the shots, because they did one shot where the room is filled with smoke or whatever for some reason. And then the next shot, now there's a little less smoke, and then the next shot, the smoke comes back. So I knew they were doing patches.
Oh, but then that's
very tricky.
That's fiction shit.
Yeah.
But dude, on YouTube, I don't know what channel it is, but they had these. You've seen these scare things where the lift shuts down and the little girl comes out.
And the girl.
Yeah.
And
that's the kind of stuff they did on Scare Tactics.
One guy punched the girl because he like, fuck this shit. This is the first reaction.
Scare Tactics was good first 2 seasons. You must watch it. Really fun. And also very funny to see people being put in those situations. You're just laughing your balls off because you're like, oh, they're in a lift and now a small creature has come out covered in blood. They're like, what the hell?
They normally do it for like movie promotions of Emily Rose.
No one ever actually freaks out really badly ever in all these things. Like no one's had a real meltdown.
People have obviously they won't show that. They'll show the people who survived.
I've always wondered what you like. I remember even Bakra and all, Cyrus, some of the stuff that Brocha has done. It's not horror, but it's so like he did some horror ones,
No, but it was beyond
where there's a
Brocha.
dead body in the car and all. I
remember. I was there.
I would always ask Vasant and all. I would ask Vasant and say that, bro, how are you all doing this? What if somebody gets a heart attack? What if somebody really dies on your show?
I don't want to get into that, but they did have some very uncomfortable situations with it.
Yeah,
but then I think they also did these horror ones, which were not with Brocha, because I think at that point he got very recognizable. So they had to like have gags. And they had this girl, this possessed-looking girl with a white sari and the candle. And I thought I mentioned this earlier also, that they would scare the person would run away, but then they would, because they had a tight schedule, they forgot to tell the person it was a gag.
Oh my God.
This story always cracks me up. I die laughing.
So they believe it's real. That guy my whole life, right?
Half of the people who come on Ghost Stories could potentially be Bakra victims.
And I just love those people, but I understand they were tired. They didn't, some people ran really fast. Some people are just living with
I mentioned Vasant. Vasant was behind the crew of Bakra. They were really amazing crew. Like I remember the radio station. They came one morning and they were playing a prank on Manish Valincha. They went into the other room. They drilled some holes and this, that, the other. They set up a control room and they covered everything in black. So no one knew that there were 10 people sitting in that room. It felt like the entire office was empty. They were geniuses.
Yeah, actually the level of efficiency in those days, because I mean, sometimes they were setting up, they were working in like far off, middle of town, Muhammad Ali Road sidekick, one barber shop, and in the back room, they've set up a whole situation. They've rigged cameras. A lot of the success of that show was because of the amazing aspects of
very nicely done.
No doubt.
Okay, guys,
shit happened.
I'm going to pause, and this is I'm going to say one thing, okay, and this is my proposal to y'all, since none of y'all has seen Rec, okay, and this is also to the chat, okay. This is, and I know it's very clickbaity, but screw it, okay. If this stream, we are at 1200, if this stream gets 1500 likes, will y'all come for a Rec watch party? We'll do a Rec watch party.
But can you do that? What about copyrights?
We'll do it on Discord.
Now you're telling everyone about.
We'll figure it out. We'll do it. But what say? Yes?
No, but nobody can fucking leave for 45 minutes after the movie, because this happens
you
to
have
me a
to
lot.
watch it and we stay together and we just try to console each other after what we've seen. Because trust me when I say it's scary.
I need to be cuddled for a minimum of 45 minutes.
Suresh knows someone on
Gomato. Please get in touch with us.
Okay, so you start the cuddle service because there's a Gomato service.
So Suresh, I'll be looking at premium membership.
All right, guys. So this is the thing, 1500, and I will organize it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out the logistics. But 1500, that is all. That is the target. If the chat you reach 1500, that is the goal. We'll do a watch party. The next one is the last opinion that we're going to discuss for today. Okay, last one before we come to the last opinion. Just quick super chats. Faiba said, "How are you all? Big fans of the ghost story sessions. I'm still waiting for Suresh's ghost map." And lots of habubus to you all. Akshit said, thank you for this. A question for Jose. When is he calling other guests to his stream? Otherwise, this stream is fine. He's like,
I'm calling them. They're not picking up the phone, but I am calling them.
And Hari said, Haran represent Habuboobs looking dapper. Lots of love, brothers. So thank you, Hari. And last but not the least, there was a guy who gave a full-fledged story. No, he's given a story, so I'm not going to read it. But next time, if you get the chance, please get Akashdeep Pathak onto your stream for his story, which I don't want to read. I'll spoil the surprise. Okay, this is the last segment of the stream. Everybody who is watching, if you are enjoying this stream, this is the last time I'm asking you guys to like and subscribe because it is important. Now, the last segment is going to be a quick rapid fire. This has been a great stream. I'm going to quickly read out a ghost or a paranormal entity, and you have to tell me overrated or like great or dumb. Okay, simple as that. Great or dumb. Okay. Right? We are going to do a quick rapid fire and we'll figure out which is the dumbest of all paranormal entities. The first one, lady in the white sari, great or dumb?
Great.
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 Dumb.
Dumb, yeah, please. She's so noticeable. Like change once in a while, right? Why only white sari?
And the color is supposed to represent soul, death,
yeah.
So all those things are there. So and very
also.
They're not supposed to be colorful people, no? So it's just one color.
Also, Sahil, it takes a lot of guts to wear a white sari and walk around our roads, right? Without getting so I'm scared of this woman. She's confident.
It's dumb that everybody sees the same thing, but I mean, imagine if you were to see a ghost dressed in white long hair. You cheat yourself. So I think it's scary. Yeah.
Here's what I think. I think that the lights of your car reflect off that white sari perfectly, and that shit.
Yeah.
The exposure, high exposure. Yeah.
I mean,
it's a pretty cool idea.
If I saw a ghost wearing like Cyrus's shirt, I'd be like, hey, that's a cool woman. I want to approach this woman.
Yeah, hey, come along.
Hey,
yeah, there's a reason that it's always that white and a lady, and this is because I think that's the scariest representation of the. Like
they
said,
need to get better designers.
If the ghost is wearing a Hawaiian shirt and all, the vibe is a little off. Then
hey, boo, 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 boo.
Yeah. So it was rapid questions.
Yeah. So no.
In the world's longest rapid fire.
So we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 3 great, 2 dumb. So unfortunately, lady in the white sari is great. Next, we have Bloody Mary.
I love it. Once in a while, I like it.
She's the girl who you have to say 3 times in front of the mirror. You say Bloody Mary 3 times, and then she comes behind you and murders you.
So my opinion of this is that it's really, really dumb. But I never want to risk trying doing it in front of the mirror.
Yeah.
I'm with Jose on this one at the end.
You know what I mean?
Do not provoke.
I wouldn't want to try this shit just because I don't want to, just in case. But it's a pretty dumb one, according to me.
So hold on. So we're saying
Bloody Mary.
It freaks me out, but it's dumb, but I don't want to try it out.
Too scared to
here's my thing.
How dumb it is.
Say I say Bloody Mary 3 times or whatever in front of the mirror.
Turns out, you said it. Say it.
Fucking stabbing me in the back, and I'm like, what a dumb idea.
You know, but what you could do is say it 3 times and quickly turn on with like some tomatoes and cucumbers on. So she's chopping it.
She's making you the Bloody Mary.
Stupid.
I didn't say anything.
All right, Bloody Mary, if you're watching, thank you for watching. Now you know who to attack and why. The next one, the girl from the ring, Samara.
Holy,
what is the question?
Fucking hell.
Oh, Scariest.
Or dumb.
Are you serious? That shit.
That was legit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like yoga on steroids, you know. And it was scary, it was freaky. The way she concocts.
Yeah. Very scary.
Unbelievably freaky, bro.
And coming off a TV, it hit the target audience perfectly, right? It was not one of those coming off just a well.
In the time where you would get your TV to get static. Like that static shit used to happen, right?
Shit.
That was trippy. I saw the initial trailer and I was a little.
And what was the premise if you take the call, right?
If you watch the movie in 7 days, you die. So you don't watch it. You should not watch the movie.
Then she calls you. Yeah. In India, it never worked because of network issues.
She's like, hi, we told you not to watch. Now you're screwed.
So then you ask, Ravi, hai kya 2-3 aur?
कौन बात कर रहे हैं?
मेरे पास तो VHS टेप नहीं है, DVD है, कॉपी है क्या तेरे पास?
हेलो रॉन्ग नंबर
एडल्ट वाला है क्या? वो भी थोड़ा देख के 7 दिन के मरेगा चले, थोड़ा एडल्ट वाला भी जना.
But you know, I don't know if you'll ever notice, but the premise was if you copy it, you're safe. So they were basically promoting torrents.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
piracy.
They're promoting piracy.
Oh yes.
Oh god. So great. So we have come. She's scary. The next one. Okay, next one. Chudel. The classic Chudel. Feet backwards. Indian Chudel.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like her. I mean, I think that there's enough folklore on that shit. You know.
Yeah. Freaky.
I don't know if you'll freak out
married people. I remember this classic gag that we had done where I'm playing a Great Indian Comedy Show. So we are done with, I'm sitting in the office and Vinay Pathak is my colleague and I'm complaining to him, that my wife is this, she's bad and, she's a complete judail and all. So he's saying, come on, stop talking like that about your wife. And no, you don't understand. She bitches me out. She's not doing she doesn't make my dabba. I have to do everything now. She goes on nagging. She's a judail. He says, calm down. You come home and see that, decide for yourself. And Purvi is playing my wife. She opens the door and feet are backward.
Very funny.
That's funny.
Really
That's
well
funny.
written. Now,
See, now that is funny, but then of course that somebody will write a paragraph now saying that you guys are promoting all this stuff and all. But in the old days,
it's like a live sense.
The award for Mr. Paranoid.
listen, but in the old days they used witch hunts to hunt down people who they didn't agree with or they didn't like.
They still do. Why
or
old
kill.
days? It still happens right
still
now.
happens.
Also.
Villages
No,
pretty
I mean, like when you talk about Salem and maybe rural villages and stuff like that, they would use it so that they could get rid of people, take land, abuse people, whatever. I mean, so in that sense, that lore was used like that. I still think it's pretty scary. But you rarely hear about men like that, nah?
Yeah.
The guy with his feet backwards, he I don't know why this happened.
So how do you call that?
I feel like the Chudel thing was started by men who hated like their
I'll tell you why not men, because men are not that flexible. It's a simple, we're just not able to turn too much with this really unhealthy people, men generally. But also Chudel definitely scary, and especially the fact that if you pee under a tree, you're going to meet a Chudel. So, this
great. Okay, so let's move on. Great. She's great.
I think it's great. She scared the crap out of me. When we were kids, somebody came up with a rumor saying that in the lane that I live in, because of less lights and all, behind that car, there's a chudel who lives over there. And if you pass by after 8:30, I think the parents were trying to get us home early or something.
Yeah, most of the stories happen like this.
Forget that.
So just to give you that, the male version of a chudel is a shaitan, bro.
Oh.
Right. And so they have categories of spirits and ghosts also, like jinns.
Of course they should. They're organized.
There's a full organization.
That discrimination, Chudel sound very well.
And they're racist. Like chudels don't hang with certain people because they're like not cool.
Okay, we need to file a complaint.
If you're from Bandra or
I demand Chudel should be struck off and they should have a better name.
A better name, right?
Empowerment.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should leave it. Someone come up with the worst.
Jose's back out.
Jose's like, you know what? I don't want any more paragraphs, please. You know what? Just let it be at this.
Shaitan Haveli reminds me of Varun Thakur's Shaitan Haveli.
Great show. Great show.
And they really took a lot of the tropes and stuff.
Of Indian horror. The Ramsey
of Indian horror. I
horror.
thought it was damn good.
Yeah.
I think they should make it the part 2 should be made with all of us. Very interesting.
I would love to be in that show.
Thakur, if you're watching, please, we'll send
It was
the snippet
so
to him.
Meta. That thing was so meta. It was brilliant.
And Thakur, myself, ghost.
Marcel.
Marcel.
All right, friends. Last three for Casper the Friendly Ghost.
I loved Casper as a kid.
Casper.
I loved it.
Meh.
Yeah,
Seriously,
man. Fucking, and I think that I got a little tired of him trying to be cute all the time. Like it was just like, oh god.
I loved him as a kid.
I think what I said, I kind of started disliking because his perception was, let's be nice about everything. I mean, come on, so far.
Man. Like,
so naive and like,
I think we can use a little more empathy today.
No, you want down, screw Casper. He needs to go.
No,
you're just scared because someone's going to write a paragraph about that.
First of all,
love Casper.
he looks like a floating sperm. Okay.
Someone mentioned that Casper and Richie Rich, they just use the same.
they use the same one.
They use the same animation.
I could draw Richie Rich very well. Then I converted to Casper. Then I learned how to do images of Laurel and Hardy also in that same thing. So I don't know. I should try it tomorrow. It's very interesting.
You should.
It wasn't Hanna-Barbera.
Casper was the first guy who actually made me think that being a ghost, there are possibilities that human beings can't see you, but you can see them. So
and that there are good ghosts.
There can be a lot more happiness when you just go into people's bathroom just to stare.
That was Suresh's takeaway from that was that.
Okay, first of all, when Suresh is a spirit, I know if you are sleeping and you'll hear Shah Rukh's voice, Amitabh's voice, or other voices just echoing, that's Suresh. So I don't know why.
Yeah, this Suresh Ghost does his voices in your ears. Hey, Agnipat hone wala hai.
I was bitten by a Pomeranian, a white Pomeranian called Casper.
Then definitely scary.
And yeah.
Were you bitten on Hill Road?
No, but in Delhi.
Okay.
He was a really sweet dog and he was really nice, but he had an issue with people leaving the house. So if anyone was leaving, he'd bite them.
I think maybe he had a run-in with he had a run-in with a possessed hippo.
That was going to be the last two.
Okay, here's my prediction, all right? Okay, this is my prediction. At some point, you're going to, Jose, go with your family to a safari, all right?
And the hippo's going to look at me like that.
You're
like,
going to watch a fucking hippo and you're going to freak the fuck out.
He's going to be sitting in the car. And then suddenly his family's not there, but there are a bunch of hippos driving him with the jeep.
Those were going to be my last two entries to this. Okay, the last two entries are the two new paranormal entities we've discovered. First one is popcorn, and second one is hippo. So let's see, popcorn or hippo, which one is the scariest?
Hippo.
Hippo is much scarier.
Yeah, what is this filter? I love it.
Hippo's scarier.
Jose is not wearing a filter. I just want to say that. This is how he really looks.
There's stuff, I think there's stuff out there about the possession of hippos.
I just want to say that there is a man named Cyrus. He's spreading rumors about our people. He is saying that we are possessed. We are not possessed.
And Cyrus, meanwhile, when Jose lands,
you have pink sweat, you know.
Hippos saying, "Aa gaya ho," and they look at him like that.
Yeah. You know, it will be very scary, Jose, is if you wake up tomorrow sweating from night because you dreamt of hippos. Now that's going to be something you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Not hippo in my dreams.
What if a hippo joined Suresh's app and at night it's like slowly someone's just stroking your head and it's a hippo. It's like you sleep sweetly. Bite your ass later.
Wake up and your hippo's cuddling you and you're like, this is not what I want.
Moto. Name so good, you gotta say it twice.
Oh God. All right, guys, that is the end. Do you guys have any ghosts that you would like to give special mention to?
Mommy.
I don't want to talk to any of the ghosts. I'm like, okay, fine.
I just want to talk to you about that girl who's been ghosting me. Oh wait, sorry. You said ghost, so as in real ghost. So I apologize.
I'm feeling hungry again.
I'm damn hungry.
Even I'm feeling hungry listening to all of this. So yeah, I'm going to end the stream here. That is the end of Unpopular Ghost Opinions. Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, guys. Thank you so much. This was so much
Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah.
It's so good. Thank you.
I have a few quick announcements before we go. Announcement number 1. Do you all have any announcement that you all would like to say to the audience?
Thank you so much for watching.
I just want to say that Bandra se Dadar.
Yeah. Don't forget to hit like on the stream. Like.
Yeah.
So, and leave a message also. That's important.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Please praise me a little bit. Thank you. My new hairstyle.
Nice. That's nice. Suresh.
Suresh's wigs are a whole separate fan base.
They have their own,
So, Suresh, your wig is one day good. That's a movie. A wig that comes to life.
Oh, that's a great.
That's it, buddy.
Yeah, done, guys.
Yeah, wait. I already know how Suresh is going to write that script. The wig goes from there. And the rest of the movie is Suresh trying to stop the wig from, hey, nahi udhar.
Every time the wig changes position in my head,
this is mad good. This is mad good, Suresh. You use one wig, it gets possessive about you.
Taking slow control of you.
Hey, cousin, it.
कहना चाहूंगा कि Cyrus आपका दोस्त आपसे मिलना चाहते हैं. मैं फारूक शेख. Farooq Sheikh Saab was something like this for me.
The wig is already taken over, Suresh.
Suresh has it from the Addams Family on his head.
It on a diet.
It's quite nice.
Baal kaatne ke baad.
All right,
guys.
So guys, last announcement. Announcement number 1. We are at 1410, so we fell short of the 1500 goal, but nevertheless, we will try to figure out a way and watch rec. We will figure out. You guys, audience, come on. This is, I know you tried your best, but still little heartbroken.
Come on, bhai log, like DABAO.
Yeah, seriously, 1500. That's it. Simple target. Number 2, my Discord link is pinned to the chat. So her army, if you'd like to come to the VPublic, please click on the Discord link and join it. Some amazing people over there. So join the Discord. And last but not the least, this is the end of Unpopular Opinions. If you liked it, please subscribe, press like, and we'll be back with more episodes. But for now, everyone in the chat, I want you guys to loudly JMDLR spam it. Give it up for Jose, Cyril,
JMDL.
R, Suresh,
Yeah.
and Cyrus.
Hey.
Cyrus, you came late. So JMDLR is Jai Mata Di, let's rock. You know, that's how we say it.
Of course, brother. And of
Yeah.
course, what about Sahil? What about him?
Oh yeah,
man?
hey guys, thank
Yeah.
you. Please. Itna
you,
like
bro.
PPT banaya, sweetly moderate kiya. So thank you
So
very
nice,
much.
yeah.
Thank you.
Round of applause for
Thank you.
Sahil, everyone.
Those are
Amazing.
Free applause. Cuddles for Sahil too.
Yeah,
man.
cuddles, hippo
Hippo
cuddles,
cuddles.
big hippo cuddles. Hey, Sahil, on this ending note, I got to ask you a question. Do you believe in ghosts?
No, I don't.
Like, absolutely not.
I told you guys yesterday, I don't. I have always I want to. And it's the same thing, right? Your fear, okay, like I one day want to wake up one day and be like, come possess me. But if something possesses me, then I'm like, fuck, that's a dumb idea. You know?
So what if you're sleeping one night and you feel someone tickling you between your thighs?
Then
So I
he's
think-
ask Suresh to go home now.
I was going to say he's going to ask Cyril to go home. He's okay.
All right, man.
all right, guys.
All right,
So
boys.
we're going to end the stream. Thank you, everybody who saw. Thank you, everybody thank you to all the moderators for who were moderating the chat. And Har Army, thank you so much for showing up full this thing. Much love to all of y'all. And thank you, guys. Happy birthday to everybody who is watching. And happy
Hey,
birthday to
happy
everybody.
birthday, Sahil. Happy birthday,
Thank
Sahil.
you.
Happy
Happy birthday,
birthday
Sahil.
to you.
Yay.
Happy birthday.
So childish.
And on that note, we are going to
चलो
end the
चलो
stream.
पनवेल का ट्रेन